Hey everybody. Oh, that's my brother. I am in Abingdon, Virginia, as you saw in the title, at my brother's house. Oh, that's so funny. For the first time, somebody told me I should do this, and for the first time I have my laptop set up right beside me, but I'm coming to you from the camera on my phone, and I'm monitoring. Actually, this should be on this side so I can see the comments easier. And there is a delay. People told me that there was a delay in what I say and what you hear, and it's true. It looks like it's about 5 seconds. Okay, let's see. Now I can see everybody. Okay, good morning, Daryl. Good morning, John, Happy, Barbara, Denise, Joshua, Ultimate Gardening. Remind me your name. You have to tell me 100 times. River Maze. Hey, to where are you writing from, River Maze? Thank you so much for joining. I have just a few things to cover today. Dee's Hill Country Cottage. Good morning. Connie, good morning. And Switzerland. Fantastic. We don't hear from Switzerland too often, do we? That's fantastic. I hope I get this straight and I look at the right screen, but this is my first, hi Beth. And thank you. Let's see, Emmanuel. Where are you writing from, Emmanuel? While people are tuning in, because I realize I postponed my live stream today, and I hope you'll forgive me, but I went to church and it was just impossible to do both. And so I had to move it. Florida, fantastic. Hopefully Big Wave Flaw will tune in. Kevin, Yaniris is here. Good morning from Boston. Thank you so much for reminding me, everyone. Thank you so much for reminding me where you're from when you first sign in. I really appreciate that. And hi Tina. Wait, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Hi Tina, so much easier. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can make this even bigger. Oh good, now I can really see the screen. I mean, see the comments. I don't need to see me. So what's happening, everybody, is I, of course, as you know, have been searching for property in Tennessee, but this past weekend was all about family, and so I took a little bit of a break. Since I talked to you on Wednesday, yes, that's right, I had seen my mother. Hi, Andrew. It's great to have you with us again, Andrew, and I hope you're inspired by everything you see on this channel. Thursday morning, I actually had an audition for a commercial, and that was fantastic. And I got an email at 7 o'clock. This was after the live stream on Wednesday, and it was for a healthcare company out of Pittsburgh, which I've auditioned for before, and so I wanted to make sure and do it. And they said self-tape. So if you recall the last live stream, I set the camera in that same window in my hotel room the next morning and memorized the script while I was eating my breakfast, got ready, and I made the video and I sent it off, and I'm waiting to hear something. We'll see. Anyway, so that's, and then of course I saw the 3 properties on the same day, Wednesday. I went to Orlinda, Tennessee, and then I went to, I don't even know where this property was, but I went to see Barefoot Farmer. I met Barefoot Farmer, who is Jeff Poppin. He has the largest, I think he has the largest organic farm in Tennessee. I could be wrong, but he's got 7 acres in vegetables, and he sells at a CSA. They drop off in Nashville. Oh, thank you so much. I really do want to be flying to, wait, what is today? No, I guess I'm not, because I think they had to fly to Pittsburgh tomorrow. So I guess that didn't happen. Anyway, it was good to do it. So 3 what? I don't know what you're asking, Happy. 3 what? So the first property is really would be really great in a number of ways. It's a little bit more money than I can afford. Yes, I went to 3 properties, and then but after that I went to see Jeff Poppin at his place in Red Bowling Springs, or Red Boiling, I think it's Bowling Springs, Red Bowling Springs, which is kind of close, not too far from the Kentucky border, really. About it's northeast of Nashville, at least an hour, maybe an hour and a half, and not far from the Kentucky border. Very, very in the country up there. Very in the country. And he took me to a property that he'd heard about. Let's see if I can pronounce your name. But can you please relieve the comments in English? Otherwise, we don't know what they say, and we might have to delete them. Himidu, thank you for writing. If you can, just write in English where you're writing from, and anything in English then we can respond to. It is beautiful here, boiling. Thank you very much, Daryl. Anyway, I saw Jeff, and Jeff said that he had just heard about a property in, well, it was just driving like this for at least a half an hour. And it's a fantastic opportunity, but he and I both think it's a fantastic place for a young couple who are starting out their homestead. And the barns are all there, the house is there. It's 27 acres for a great price, but I cannot manage all that by myself. That's not possible. So anyway, after that, I went to the property that I had found online, that I had kind of made an agreement with the owner to save the price, that his asking price. And he was very nice. But this is the property that my boots on the ground Daryl and Denise had already checked out. What country, though? What country are you writing from? Himidu. Daryl and Denise had already checked out this property. They had some concerns, but I wanted to see for myself. Good morning, Debbie. And I felt like that it was just way too much work for me to take on. If it had just been the house and everything else had been like ready to, like if the raised beds had been ready to plant, but no, everything needed work. And I just don't have the time, the resources, or the help to do all that. So I didn't say no, but I told him to keep looking for other buyers. And so from there, I went and had dinner with Denise and Daryl. Yay! And we had primarily fried dinner. Morocco, Tangiers. Oh my gosh, that just, that evokes such a exotic feeling when you say Tangiers. But thank you so much for joining. That's fantastic. And we had dinner, and I was absolutely exhausted because that first night of that live stream, after you saw me on the live stream, it was like there was some guy in the boiler room with a wrench, and every 5 minutes he was on the pipes or something. There was just some sort of metal knocking, banging sound that went on the entire night. I got 3 hours of sleep. With earplugs, a pillow over my head, and I put on this rain music or rain meditation, whatever you call it, rain sound. Put that on my phone really loud and drown it out, and I got about 3 hours sleep. So I was so tired for that Thursday day, all that driving. I drove, driving. So we had an early dinner, and I went to my hotel and crashed. Got a little bit more sleep that night. And then headed out on Friday, I headed to East Tennessee, very, very East Tennessee, to the oldest city in Tennessee, which is Jonesboro. And beautiful city, and had dinner over there. in a really clever, new, trendy restaurant that serves tacos with everything, every kind of uh, combination of foods you can imagine. I had like pork belly, watermelon rind taco with kimchi, Korean beef taco with, what was the other one I had? Thai peanut chicken taco. It was all these wonderful flavors. Just I went crazy. It's called um, like crawdaddies, or it's not crawdaddies. Crawdaddies in Cookville. It's got a funny name. I'll have to look it up, and tell you later. Anyway, had that dinner, and then sorry, I'm giving you the blow by blow, but hopefully people are tuning in. Let's see, how many people do we have? I can't even. Where's the number? Can anybody see? Oh, there it is, 41. And thank you so much for joining, everybody. Please say hi and let me know where you're writing from. Oh, I loved Jonesboro. I really, really loved it. And of course, then yesterday it was top secret, so I really couldn't. Yes, I know. I drove right through Greenville, Joshua, and I thought of you. Anyway, it was top secret. I couldn't talk about it. What happened yesterday, what was planned for yesterday. I couldn't post anything. I couldn't post any Instagrams. I couldn't do anything to give this secret away. But my son proposed to his fiancee yesterday on the top of, what was it called, that mountain?
Grayson Highlands State Park.
It's Grayson Highlands State Park, but the big pinnacle is on White Mountain, or White's Peak, or anyway.
Near Mount Rogers.
It's near Mount Rogers, and it's Grayson Highlands State Park. And it was absolutely, and literally we were running. Thank you, Zero Hero from Vancouver. Thank you for tuning in. I love Vancouver. And Nermal in New York. Queens. I'm so happy to hear from Queens, New York. And it was amazing because, of course, you know that this Hurricane Laura, yes, only 16 people have thumbed up, and 47 watching. So if you're on mobile, you can hop off mobile, get right back on. While you're off, hit that like button. Really appreciate it. Everything helps the analytics. Anyway, Mia in Pampa, Texas, thank you. And Audrey's in Florida. Thank you for tuning in. Connie, thank you. My Walker. Walker is my grass-fed beef regenerative agriculture son, and he had planned this since January. It was incredibly hard to plan something and surprise his fiancée, because she's very clever and very smart, and he had to orchestrate this whole thing where she went on a girls' weekend getaway, and he was supposed to be in Kansas, and he made 2 scouting trips up there, checking out the location, took videos of every little thing so the girlfriends would make sure not to go the wrong way. Thank you, Don. And good morning, Gina. And so I met, and then his cousin, my brother's son, my nephew, Hunter Kittrell, is a fabulous wedding photographer. And so he had hired him to take these surprise proposal photos on the mountain. And this is, of course, he grew up as an Eagle Scout, so Hunter's been all over those mountains and actually suggested this point. You literally, it's a very short hike, very steep, very rocky. I was out of breath after the first minute, and this reminds me I really need to get back closer to the mountains and start hiking. Oh my gosh. But it was completely trees and covered, but we were like, as I was going east, I was kind of outrunning Laura the whole way, the hurricane. And we just got into some serious rainstorms a few times. It was amazing, Barbara. And but so we get to this place. Now, he has just been there 2 weeks before, and it's sunny and beautiful, and you can see the view is incredible. And I'll be sure and post a photo of that. I can't do it right now because I'm using my phone and my laptop, but the view is incredible. And you can actually see Christmas tree farms. So I guess it's not all, state park or national forest that you're looking at. Can they put Christmas tree farms on a national forest? No.
No, they're private land adjacent to it.
Oh, okay. Okay, we have a plane. Planes go over Abingdon, huh? Good time to take a sip. Anyway, I just want to finish this story. We'll talk more about what's coming up. And so my nephew and my son and I met in the morning. Well, I met my son Friday. I met him at the hotel, and then we met my nephew yesterday morning, and then we drove up to here and dropped off my rental car, and then I rode with them up to this place, and it was chilly because it was wet and windy, and when we're hiking up, I'm thinking, oh, my son has been planning this for 8 months, and if it's blowing and raining up there during his proposal, as you know, which only lasts for about a minute, he will be just devastated. So I was praying all the way up that it would clear, and it did. And we had some clear and some clouds, but no rain. And the wind kind of died down a little bit. Yes, we have a wind chime right there. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. Right there's the wind chime. And right behind me are 9 tomato plants. They've got a little garden here. I love it. And they've got peppers over here and herbs down here. I think that's all you've got. No squash this time?
All the squash and zucchini
Oh,
we've taken out already.
Yeah, the squash and zucchini are finished. Anyway, to finish the story is, so there was no service up there hardly at all. And yes, she did. And and so it was hard to know exactly when they were going to make it. And my son had stopped at the ranger station and said, now there will be a such and such car coming through with four women in it, and be sure and tell them that they need to go to this particular pinnacle hike, and the big pinnacle hike. And so they were all programmed to go the correct way. And meanwhile, we were stationed up there. Everything was set. My son had fresh flower, a fresh bouquet, which we got at the farmers. They have a beautiful farmers market here in Abingdon, by the way, on Saturday mornings. And we had gotten that, and he had a bottle of champagne to spray to celebrate, and cheap. And he had thought of everything. And so Hunter was the professional there, but it was determined when I first got, my son told me last night, Mom, he doesn't call me Kaye. He said, Mom, I know you like to direct, but, let Hunter handle it. And I said, fine. I'm just going to watch. I won't do anything. I'm not even going to take a camera. I've just got my cell phone. And so, so we get up there, and the wind is blowing so hard, and he's going to do 2 cameras. He's going to do a wide and he's walking around doing handheld, shot. And so I was afraid that the wind might blow his camera over, his tripod over. And I said, I'm happy to, and fortunately he took a chair up there because I needed it after that hike up there. And it was kind of the brush was kind of surrounding me, so I was in a slightly more protected spot from the wind, because wind was cold, I thought. And meanwhile, they've got t-shirts and shorts on, but I'm got 3 layers. And so, and the wind was blowing so hard, I had my cowboy hat, I had it tightened here, but it was still blowing forward if I turned the wrong way. So I had to take the string and tie it in the back of my neck. So I had this tight thing around my neck the whole time, try to keep my hat on. At any rate, it was determined that, one thing led to another, and he finally just said, if you want to handhold the camera, that he was concerned that if they didn't hit their exact mark, all of the shots from that camera might be out of focus. I said, I am happy to do whatever. So I shot the 1 camera, and at the last minute, I thought, shoot, I should just record video too. I mean, there's only going to be one person that can do that, and that's me. So I put my phone between my knees and I hit the video. So I got a video of the whole thing. Plus I got all these shots, and so hopefully, you know, hopefully they'll be very happy, and it really worked out well, and they went and took more pictures, and I went back. By the time I got down, my knees were shot, and I went to the car and rested. That's just it, Barbara. I just wanted to be a part of it. I kind of invited myself, you know. It's not like he begged me to go. But I knew I wanted to get back to Tennessee to see my mother, and you know, I'm sure I would not have flown from California and gone all the way over to East Tennessee just for that. I wouldn't have done that. But it was a beautiful story, and my son Walker felt like he'd done a really great job, and that made me really proud. Now, I'm changing the subject very, very quickly. Does anybody know what this is? What kind of a spoon this is? Does anybody live in the South? You know, it's so funny. When I grew up, you know, you open the silverware. Yeah, you open the silverware. Yes, Dee. You open the silverware drawer, and we had a whole set of these, because when I grew up, you made the tea at home. You made the tea for iced tea, and then every person put the amount of sugar that they wanted in their own glass. And so this is a iced teaspoon. And you don't see this anywhere. They don't have these. If you order a set of silver anywhere, stop it, Daryl. I mean it. I'm giving you one warning. I don't have any. And I just opened the drawer in here and found one in my sister-in-law's kitchen. Anyway, just so your mouth is watering, if you love Southern food. Hey, Sharon. Now, well, I suppose you could use it for a milkshake, but this is an iced teaspoon, and in the South, everybody just has these. That's right. Everybody's got this right. So, yes, Normal, no kidding. Yeah, I know. Take it easy, Daryl. So anyway, just so you can start licking your chops. My brother is right now, well, you can see. I'll just show you. Ta-da! He is grilling. I could have just pushed the button and not had to do that. Okay, my brother is grilling hamburgers, and my sister-in-law is in the kitchen making corn. I don't know if she's cutting it off the cob or we're eating. She's cutting it off the cob and we're eating cream corn, which is...
It's actually fried corn.
Oh, we're eating fried corn. Okay. Corn is like one of my very, very favorites. And sis-in-law, that's right. Is that what I said? I think that's what I said. And she's making fried corn. We have fresh, homegrown, not from here. These were given fresh sliced tomatoes. She's making squash and peppers, like
Probably zucchini.
Fried squash, kind of.
Squash, zucchini, peppers.
Fried, or not fried like you think,
Baked.
deep fried, but
Baked.
oh, baked.
And herbs.
And herbs, fresh herbs. She has basil, thyme, oregano, and she's got a bunch of herbs over here. And so, anyway, what's for dessert, Suzanne? No, I just said, what are you having for dessert? Oh, we're having an ice cream sandwich.
No, it's
Ice cream sandwich dessert with caramel, chocolate, and walnut.
You're on live, baby.
Hi.
show the dessert.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, okay.
It's special.
It's a special dessert. We're going to show it. You've seen Suzanne before. I did a video on my Southeast Gardens tour. I went to a school garden and made a video in a school garden in Kingsport, Tennessee. A fan actually. Oh, okay. Just name it off again. Look at this.
Ice cream sandwiches, Cool Whip, drizzle of chocolate and caramel and walnuts.
Ooh, I hope you heard all
Good.
that. That just okay. Anyway, yeah, I've gained like 10 pounds since, well, it started on my last trip and it's continuing. So we have all of that to look forward to. And as soon as the food is ready, this live stream is over. So thank you, Barbara. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. You know, well, okay. Now that you mentioned that, Barbara, I was going to do the live stream after this. We're going to, they have a houseboat on South Holston Lake, which is between Virginia and Tennessee. And of course, their boat is on the Virginia side. And we're going to go to the boat. And I was going to try to do the live stream from there. There's no internet. And I just thought, I can't plan on this working there. And so, right, Happy. And so I said, let me just do the live stream here. And it's beautiful. They have a garden. It's a beautiful day. And make sure I have transmission. Wait, you never plugged me in. Hold on. He get. That's so funny, Bill. This does not reach. He brought me a extension cord that does. Oh, I missed. Oh my gosh! Look at this. I missed the thing that I love the most. Now she didn't do this fresh. I'll confess, but I don't even mind. I love fried okra so much. I don't even mind if it was frozen. Okay, now I wanted to tell you about what I'm doing tomorrow. Good morning from Decatur, Nellie. No kidding, Barbara. No kidding.
There you go.
Oh, okay, great. Tomorrow, let's see. I've got okra stuck in my teeth. Oh, let's see. Hold on. Wait, hand that over here because you've got the pot holder. Well, let's see if I can do it. I don't know. That's too heavy. That's the wrong angle.
It's heavy and hot.
Okay, we're going to show you the fried corn. That looks like yeah. Just put it.
Whoa.
Careful. Just put the pan right here, Suzanne.
Okay.
Yeah. Make them drool. Okay. A little bit more that way. There we go. Now, is that yellow and white corn?
It's yellow.
It's all yellow.
It's all yellow.
What else do you have
Just
in there?
salt, pepper, and butter.
That's it.
That's it.
Fantastic.
Keep it
And then we
simple.
have, of course, she has brought this out. But Suzanne, you're going to need to slice another one because I can eat that whole thing. Okay. All right. Now, boy, am I ready to eat. We skipped breakfast just so that, we could do this. Tomorrow, I am going to do something that I have wanted to do for some time. And this is a serious issue. But it has a really good story, positive story. And there's a young man. Oh, my goodness, look at this. Okay. Can you just put that right there so they can see just it like right up there? Wow. That looks fantastic. All we need, if we could put the burger and those things in a tortilla and have fajitas, right?
But
That's like-
we got one other thing.
No, it's not. That's normal. That's normal here. When you have, oh well.
Hey, this is the South.
This is the South. It's normal. In the summer, anyway. I know. Debbie, where are you? Are you close? This is serious. I don't know how many of you know much about mussels, especially freshwater mussels. But I have been wanting to interview this guy for a long time, ever since my brother first told me about him. He works, does he work for you or it's just all part of the department, or what is the A? What is the A?
It's the Department of Wildlife Resources.
It's the Department of Wildlife Resources
in Virginia.
in Virginia.
It's the Aquatic Wildlife Conservation Center.
It's the Aquatic Wildlife Conservation Center. And one of the animals,
He's the director.
and he's the director. And he has actually been featured on the BBC program and what was the other program? PBS and
Yeah, PBS, multiple programs.
multiple programs he's been interviewed, and I get to interview him because I'm his sister, and he works together with him. So the thing about freshwater mussels are amazing creatures, and they're endangered, of course, because of all the dams they put on. They only grow in these freshwater streams, and these freshwater streams back in the day, you know, were all dammed up, which created energy and it helped people in that way. But it really, really destroyed the mussels, and the mussels they clean even bacteria out of the water in streams, and they're so vital for the cycle of life. And so, thank you, Ed. And so, Tim implemented an innovative liming and fertilization program in a key production pond at the AWCC, resulting in significantly improved growing conditions for mussels in cultivation. And it's just fascinating, and I am going to be interviewing him tomorrow and getting a look at all of their whatever they've got there, the mussels and all the ponds and all the stuff, right? Yeah. And talking about the process of propagation, because if they can't find a way to propagate, what's the really interesting thing about it's so hard, the mussels have to have a fish host in order to reproduce. It's incredible. They can't just go from one animal to one animal. They have to lay their eggs on a fish, which is usually what kind of fish?
Well, it varies.
Oh, a different kind.
Species.
Okay,
so,
different.
And it's not known what all the rare species, what their fish hosts are.
Right.
So you have to figure that out.
Oh, so first they have to figure out what the fish host is, but they have to, in other words, they have to lay an egg. The female has to lay an egg on a...
They lure a fish in through the anatomy, their own anatomy. They stick a lure out, which attracts the fish.
They have a lure. The mussel puts out a lure, which attracts the fish, and... The
fish comes to investigate. When the fish gets close, the right species of fish...
If it's the right species of fish, the mussel will...
to release the Glichidia, which are little baby Pac-Man mussels. They look like Pac-Man, and they clip on the gills of the fish.
I hope you heard that. That's insane. So they've already turned into Glichidia before they attract. So they had an egg, but...
And then they clip onto the gills of fish and use the
I'm showing you what he's doing.
Use the nutrients of the fish, the blood that's in the nutrients of the fish itself.
So the fish is a host, and they actually feed off the nutrients in the fish.
For a couple of weeks.
And then they're...
mature to juveniles, then drop off in a different area.
Right.
That's how they migrate around.
Yeah, the fish take them to different areas. So I just find this incredibly fascinating. My brother is a biologist with the Department of Wildlife and Fisheries in Virginia, and I have a very strong interest in biology and botany, and should have gone into all of that. But I was just, I don't know, like the camera too much or something. So anyway, we are going to go up there. There's no internet up there. I wanted to do this live so you could actually ask him questions. But what you'll be able to do is leave a question underneath the video, and I will make sure that he gets a response to you. But this is a very, very important achievement, and I can't wait to bring you that story. So let's see. Lori's got to go. Okay, let's see where.
We gotta go too.
And we gotta go. We gotta eat. Oh, let's see. That's awesome. That's Kevin from Big Wave Fly. And Kevin, there's somebody else from Florida on today. And I said I hope that you were able to connect. All the dinner is here. I'm gonna move my stuff and just show it to you. You can see what we're having. Are we having iced tea? We need to have iced tea after all this talk of the iced teaspoon.
Of course, yeast rolls.
Who made those? Those are not homemade, are they? Yeah?
These are not homemade.
Okay. I am going to show you our meal, everybody. Hold on. This is our meal. We have rolls, tomatoes, okra. That's a lot of corn. What are you guys gonna eat? This is my brother Bill. Say Bill. Say hi. Suzanne.
Hello.
These are Suzanne's and Bill's tomatoes and peppers. Look good. And herbs down here. And all the squash and zucchini are already finished. They grow that over on that side over there. But she said we would probably see deer walking by in the live stream, but I didn't see any.
They come across.
They come down that person's house, that yard over there. But look what a beautiful day we are in Abingdon, Virginia. And I really appreciate you tuning in, supporting this channel. Make sure you like the live stream when you head out. And God bless you and have a wonderful day.